Hello, this is Mr. Official again, and these are my two shrimp tanks. There's Orange Sunkissed and Red Cherry. In a little bit, well, it'll probably be a while, but I'm setting up a rack in the basement where I can set up 12 10-gallons, so I'm gonna have a ton of shrimp. And also in this tank, I am trying to hybrid my Green Dragon female guppy and my Gunmetal male guppy. I think it's working so far. Guppies are not hard. But anyway, back to the shrimp. In this tank, I have the cherry shrimp, and I've got them in some moss, and I'm babying my pearl weed because the angelfish beat it up. I don't know why, but they thought it was food apparently. I got a little crushed coral, piece of wood, cuttlebone, and the same is also in this tank. Piece of driftwood. This has Java moss, and then I'm pretty sure that's Java moss, just younger, because that one's a lot smaller than this one. And this tank also has a bunch of duckweed that the shrimp enjoy to hang on. This one doesn't yet. There's a little sprig of hornwort, and just a little 10-gallon sponge filter. Oh, that one's back there. And here's a crushed coral. There's the cuttlebone. This one has a lot more detritus on the bottom than this one does because the cherry shrimp are a lot newer than the orange sunkissed. I got the orange sunkissed as my very first one. And actually, with the babies I sold from this tank, bought the cherry shrimp at an auction. I got them basically $1 a shrimp. It was really nice. I got like 30 of them for $30. Usually they're like $5 a shrimp. Same with these guys, the orange sunkissed. And unfortunately, this tank also has bladder snails. But I found a good snail eater that doesn't eat shrimp. Assassin snails. Now you might think assassin snails being a snail, they would eat each other, but they tend to not to. They tend not to. Sorry, I got it all tongue twisted there. And back here, there is a male cherry shrimp. It's a lot smaller than, say, back here, these female shrimp. And actually, these female shrimp right here, I'm pretty sure that one too, they all have eggs right now, which in eventually about a month or so, turn into that. Oops, sorry. Oh, why is that focusing on the stick? Will eventually turn into these little guys. Baby shrimp. My shrimp had babies. I bred these guys successfully, and now they'll just kind of cling on the glass there and eat a bunch of biofilm and stuff. They'll just eat all the garbage that they can eat. Yep, got baby shrimp. And also with these tanks, I don't have it in this tank yet. The tank over here is a better example. I only scrape this front glass. The reason being is on the back, nobody's looking through. The sides, nobody's looking through. So I let biofilm grow on that. That's why it's all green. And yeah, you can look through on this side, but I don't really. I tend to look through at this angle. And then the duckweed, I think, is kind of taken away from the biofilm. So I might need to take that out here eventually. But yeah. Soon I'm going to get a bunch of caridina and all kinds of shrimp. Shrimp are really easy. It's just pretty much anything will eat them. You can't really have them with other stuff. Just, thankfully, these two guppies have decided not to eat any shrimp right now, but occasionally guppies might. And pretty much, yeah, if it thinks it'll fit a shrimp in its mouth, it'll eat it. So, I had this weird scenario though where for a sec I had a small beta and I put a bunch of Bloody Mary shrimp in with it, and pretty much all but 4 of my 10 Bloody Mary shrimp got eaten. So, even a tiny little innocent beta, I think you'd ignore the shrimp. Nope. Even he'll eat them. But then if you go to an extreme and get, like, say, a silver arowana, he'll ignore them because they're too tiny. He doesn't want to eat that. He wants to eat straight up goldfish. So anyway. These are my 2 shrimp tanks. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.